This Good Morning Northwest Morning Sprint is brought to you by Bill's Heating and Air Conditioning.
Our time is 6:53. Time to get you ready to take on your Friday and heading into the weekend with the Morning Sprint.
Sydney Charles has details on sanctions announced by the G7.
Emily Bloom live with how you can get free dental care at Smile Source in the Valley tomorrow.
And Mark is in talking about record high heat as we head into the weekend.
But first, the Shoshone County Sheriff's Office is investigating a murder-suicide in Wallace from last night. Around 8:30, officers found the bodies of a 33-year-old mother and her 2-year-old son dead inside their home on King Street. The preliminary investigation suggests the mother likely shot and killed her son and then herself. In a Facebook post, Sheriff Holly Lindsay wrote, "I can't stop thinking about how precious life is. Kiss your spouse, hug your children, call your parents and your siblings to check in with them. Don't take any of it for granted, not even for a minute." The post went on to say that while the sheriff's office has to share the news with citizens, they will not put the family through any more pain by reporting further on the incident.
Spokane police are searching for this man, 43-year-old Eddie Williams. They say he walked away from a Geiger Correctional Center work crew at a job site near Browns Addition. If you see him, you're asked to call Crime Check. That number coming up right here, 509-456-2233.
Spokane police are also searching for this missing Indigenous woman, 37-year-old Dominique Red Elk. She is 5'7" with black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen more than a week ago near First and Perry. If you see her, you are asked to call 911.
In our First Alert Weather, in that First Alert Weather app, you should download it. Get the latest version. You're going to see temperatures very warm this morning. We're sitting into the low 60s with some 50s out there. Meet at 51. Air quality alert for eastern Washington and much of Montana with the smoke that's currently here lasting through Saturday. Could be extended depending on the movement of the air. We look at our forecast today, a high of 87 today, but we're going to be into the mid 80s all afternoon long.
Leaders of the world's most powerful democracies vowed to tighten punishments on Russia for its 15-month invasion of Ukraine. This comes just days before President Volodymyr Zelensky joins the Group of Seven summit in person on Sunday. The new sanctions are designed to plug loopholes and go after untapped industries. Specifically, the sanctions would increase the cost to Russia and those supporting its war effort and ensure that the country is no longer able to weaponize the availability of energy. Coverage on the summit will continue next on Good Morning America.
A big win for the tech industry this morning. The U.S. Supreme Court unanimously sided with Google, Facebook, and Twitter in a pair of cases brought by families of Americans who were killed in terrorist attacks overseas. Families allege the tech companies were indirectly complicit in the attacks by not removing extremist content on their platforms. But the justices weren't convinced the companies' actions led directly to those attacks. The tech companies say they've condemned terrorist attacks and are trying to keep violent content off of their sites.
A downtown business right off the freeway on Division hopes a fence will help cut down on the number of times employees have to call 911. The manager at Clark's Cleaners, Jack Gum, says people vandalize and defecate on the property, even camp out at night, which makes it tough on the people who open the store every morning. He also says the people hanging around the store make customers feel unsafe. When Clark's asked Spokane police what it should do, they told him to put up a fence.
And we are at Smile Source in Spokane Valley. Free Dental Day is tomorrow. What that means is free fillings, extractions, and exams. They are going to have a tent outside along with water for those who may be waiting in line. They open their doors at 8 a.m. and they will be here until they see all of the patients who are out here to get what they need in terms of services. For those of you who may be afraid of coming to the dentist, there's many of us. They say no judgment. They will go slowly with you, work through everything that you need to go through. They see a lot of patients who have these fears around dental care, so they are willing to work with you.
The Idaho State Board of Education gave the green light for the University of Idaho to buy the University of Phoenix. This is part of an effort to expand online learning access to students who are not able to attend classes on campus. With $550 million, the U of I is approved to affiliate with the University of Phoenix and transition the Arizona-based university from for-profit to not-for-profit. University of Idaho Communications Director Jody Walker says this will support students who are mostly working adults.
Housing, business, walkability are all things the city of Spokane wants to bring to one neighborhood. Part of the Logan neighborhood will be right along the new Spokane City Line buses. The city hopes to finalize a plan to figure out the neighborhood's future in that area. Wants people to be able to live near the bus line, work near it, shop near it. Hopes to finalize a plan by this summer. We'll be back with weather next.